you have to pass that, right? Meaning you're calm enough, you know it's not really about you, don't take an offense to it, right? And after she said that, she will catch herself in the middle of it, and then she'll probably calm down a little bit, and then you can be like, so this is what you're saying, like, and then you do that long. You have to be consistent. It's not a one-time thing, right?
Yes,
and
so.
eventually things will become better. All those other things you did can help, but it doesn't help without the mental. Like, it actually makes things worse.
That's from here. Yeah.
All right, welcome back. So we're talking about 5 excuses that dries the pee up.
Sexless marriage.
Yeah, 5 excuses that dries up the pee. This is actually another message. So let me get through it really quickly. Let's be quick with this. My wife is, in my opinion, completely uninterested in love making. I have tried being outgoing, spicing things up, buying toys, lube, and numerous other ideas to try and get her to want to make love, and nothing seems to work. I'm the initiator 99.8% of the time, which is exhausting. But on top of that, to hear, these are the 5, what did I call it again? The 5 excuses that dries the pee up. Not directly, but indirectly, because it doesn't make it better.
What do you mean dry the pee up? Like dry the, Yeah, I know what we're talking about, the woman's.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you're saying, nah, I'm tired? No. I don't agree.
So, but on top of that, to hear, number 1, nah, I'm tired. That's number 1. Number 2, not tonight. I'm just not feeling it.
Isn't that what a woman would say?
Yeah.
So how's that drying the pee?
I'll explain.
Okay, because you got me all
Confused. I know.
I am confused.
This guy is telling us the story.
Okay.
Right? These are the things he's heard, right? So let's keep going, right? I think my period might be starting soon. It's an excuse, right?
He hasn't started, but it's starting.
A woman would say, still an excuse, right? Right? I'll tell you why it's an excuse, but the dry the pee up is where you are confused.
Yeah, I'm
okay,
confused.
Right. 4, God, you are so needy. Okay. 5, really? And numerous other demoralizing responses follow. You see how you describe that? Demoralizing responses follow. This is how a man feels when they hear those excuses. Okay. Now I'll explain in a second here, but I want to hear your take first on the question, on the whole body of the question. I'm in a weird and difficult place because I love her like crazy, but I can't stand the idea of seemingly never having sex for the rest of my life with this woman. Is there anything I can do, or should I just see if she's okay with me seeking sex elsewhere? I'm not okay with cheating, but if she doesn't want sex, maybe I should see if it's okay to find it with other people. What's your take, baby? Advise this guy before I talk about the weird translation of the topic.
I think with everything is said so far, if these are consistent excuses.
Wait, there are 5 excuses. What do you mean consistent?
No, I mean, if she gives these excuses all the time,
right,
then there's no attraction in the marriage.
Right, okay.
She's not attracted to him.
Right.
She's not interested.
So you're saying those are excuses for you? Because these are the things she said. When women say these things,
there can be days that you are tired for real.
Hey, we get that.
But if this is like consistency,
this guy has mastered the excuses.
It's an excuse.
It's an excuse.
It's an excuse. Because at the end of the day, if you are tired today, you cannot be tired tomorrow. If you are tired tomorrow, you cannot be tired next tomorrow. What is going on? We got to talk about it, right? We got to make time for people that we love. Nobody's too tired
so
to
he
spend
said,
time with people they
have
love.
tried being outgoing, spicing things on, buying lubes, toys, numerous other ideas to try and get her to want to make He's tried all those other things, right? Okay.
Maybe she has now. Me wanting to think. I'm not trying to make excuses, but maybe she has some health issues.
Or him. Or her. Okay, yeah,
Maybe
possible.
she has
Yeah,
some
yeah.
health issues. Have you thought about that?
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
the
always a
Susie has-
possibility when it
It's
comes to this.
always a possibility. How do I know that? I have been in a place where after I had my baby, Tony, I felt so dry.
It was dry.
For like straight up a month. And I'm looking like...
Wait, you're making them look at me like I'm needy now. Just
No,
1 month, that's it?
Yeah, that was just 1 month. Because I remember, you know, they tell you to wait for six weeks, right?
Right.
But the normal me.
But you didn't wait for
3
6 weeks. But
That's what I'm
then
saying.
suddenly something hit.
No, inside of me, I noticed that something is
Oh, something
off.
was off. Okay.
Because
Gotcha.
with all my babies, even if I don't wait up to 6 weeks, I'm already feeling, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, because you've never waited the whole 6
I
weeks.
have never
ever.
done it before. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. But
Not because of me, because
not
you
because
couldn't
of
wait.
me
Okay,
personally.
all right.
So when that happened to me, I knew something was off. But I'm like, okay, let me wait. Maybe it's me. Thinking way ahead until you noticed too, and we decided to talk to someone.
Yeah.
So there are things that sometimes we ourselves as women don't understand,
Yeah.
but we need to talk to people.
Right.
So maybe there's a possibility she has some health issues, right?
Right. Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. So
But
here,
outside of that, attraction is a big deal, and I feel like people take attraction for granted.
Yeah,
I really
they do.
think people think that,
They
no, why should I be attracting?
not
Why
him
should
though.
I-
He tried. He said
No,
he tried,
no.
but
But I'm saying
yeah.
that on the girl's part, it's either she's not attracted to him,
Right.
anymore, right? This is not his fault.
She's not intentional
not
about
her fault. I don't
attraction.
know
She's
what's
probably
going
just
on.
expecting him to make it happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Was she a girl that never liked sex? There are some people that never
Possibly.
like sex.
Some people have gone through traumatizing experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like when you got together, was the sex like were you having sex like rabbits?
Mm-hmm.
Is she a freak? Or she was just, okay, I'm doing it to please you.
Right.
Because if I'm doing it to please you, at some point I won't do it again.
Right.
I'll
Correct.
be tired. Because now it's a chore.
Yeah.
But if I'm a freak and I like it, at some point my legs will open because, me too, I want some of this thing.
Yep.
You know?
If
So
you are
we need to-
attracted.
if I'm attracted.
If you're not attracted, all better off.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I'm not attracted,
Yeah,
then
and all the excuses will come out. I just
Right.
found all the excuses. So here's why the excuses would dry up the pee. Okay, not because you mean to dry yourself up. You're already dry. A woman.
Yeah, if I'm
Right?
saying I'm tired
Yeah,
all the
right.
time.
But it dries it
right.
even further because the typical response a man gives to those
Oh,
responses.
it's chaotic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We don't understand what the hell you're talking about.
You
Let me
tell
read them.
Why you don't want some?
No, you said
Hey.
no. You don't. These are how you say it. Number one, nah, I'm too tired. 2, not tonight. I'm just not feeling it.
today.
3, I think my period might be starting. It's like, oh shit, fuck. 4, 4,
That's like potentially a week or more.
right.
Two.
4 is like, God, you're so needy. That even makes it worse because he's going to overreact to that because he's trying not to be needy. You're just his wife. But then he's going to overreact to that because he's trying to, he's going to enter Shalaye mode because he's trying to
that would
explain
dry
why
the pee
it
up
gets,
more
it's
of
even,
that. It makes
it just
sense.
dries up further.
It makes
Right?
sense. It makes
Right?
sense.
Or you say, huh, really? You know, obviously, if you're a typical husband, you want her to be engaged and be involved in
you
it,
wanna
right?
in it. You don't want that.
So once you heard, huh, really? You know, there's no, this is it. We know
you're
it's
like,
over,
oh.
right? There's no trying to convince you to do
It's
anything like
over.
that, right? Unless you go through a whole process of talking and it could take you hours
It
to
is
get
finished.
there. That's even if you're patient enough, right? What I would say to the only thing he didn't tell me he did is listening. He doesn't know what she wants.
Yeah.
You cannot seduce. It's not seduction if you don't know what she wants.
Yeah,
Get it?
because I heard something also. Men assume that they, like, you know how, because you're having sex with your wife,
Right.
does not mean that you're, digging her good. Like, does not
No,
mean.
it doesn't
because
mean that.
It doesn't mean that, like, they assume they know how to love a woman.
Right?
How
She
to,
could go 5 years and not want to hurt your feelings, and she's not
Yes!
enjoying it. You can ask DJ Envy and the wife.
She can fake it.
Right?
Till y'all make it someday. She
Or never.
can. Or never.
And then it becomes for life sexlessness, and then she's lost herself, lost her body,
And women, most times, we want to save our men. We don't want you to feel Like, we don't want to make you look stupid. So
Right.
sometimes we can, just say
Yeah.
things just to,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
So the only solution I see here is, there's nothing he said that said anything about. I listened to her. This is what she's going through. It's you don't know what she's going
what's
through.
going
That
on.
right there is telling all indicative of all types. Like, of course, it's dried up. The only thing you know is the excuses that she gives. You're a master at that, right? You understand that, but the way you are probably reacting to this, you have a word here that you said. The word he used is demoralizing responses. If you use those words, there's no way you don't like. You just told me that in one shape, form, or the other, you receive this as she's being wicked, right? Slightly, slowly, because I see that you've tried, right? But nothing good can come out of feeling that way. Instead, look at it as, okay, this is just another human being. I need to understand something about her. That's the beginning of seduction, right? You can't seduce a person you don't understand them. It will fail all the time. I still make the same mistake myself, like if I'm like, if I want something from you and if I'm not patient enough to hear where you're coming from, wherever that is, however long that is, it's not gonna work. It's over. It's a wrap. Just forget it. At least for now,
It's a done deal.
So yeah, definitely talk to her and with a lot of listening. Don't be defensive. Don't say, but you're wrong. Don't say, but you're lying. All that stuff would just make it even further drier, But yeah, that's that
And
right
then
there.
buying sex toys and lubes,
Yeah,
she
that's
has
not
to be
enough.
part of it. Like,
Yeah.
is she open to that? If she's not open to that, because
Yeah.
I've seen people who bought like sexy stuff for their spouse and they got they actually got shamed
Right.
for even doing
Right.
it. So know who you're with. And
If
what
she
you like.
doesn't feel heard and seen,
Right.
she will just look at everything you do as manipulation.
Yep.
Not deliberately. She's not intentional about it. It's just the way the brain works,
Yeah.
right? Don't overthink it. Just engage her and listen to her and say, hey, babe, I would like us to spice up our sex life. What do you think? And then shut the hell up and
What do
see
you
what she
like?
says. She may say, how are we going to do that? And she will rant and go back and forth and say, when you need help, all of that is the shit test. You have to pass that, right? Meaning you're calm enough. It's not really about you. Don't take an offense to it, right? And after she said that, she will catch herself in the middle of it. And then she'll probably calm down a little bit. And then you can be like, so this is what you're saying, like, and then you do that long. You have to be consistent. It's not a one-time thing, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
eventually things will become better. All those other things you did can help, but it doesn't help without the mental. Like, it actually make things
That's
worse.
from here. Yeah.